Well guys, I had to change my camera back to the SJ4000. My phone, it's got more issues than I want to deal with. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did. I cleaned that mirror up, and we're going to try to sell that on eBay. It's got a few little bad spots on it right there, but it's got the bracket with it and the screw that goes in the front, so it should be good enough to sell. I'm not looking to make $1 million off of it, but there's that. And then we got this that I painted. I went ahead and painted it white. I got one more coat to do on it. And because you can still see some of the aluminum shining through. But that's what color it was before. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a bezel to go over top of this. So basically what I'm going to do is replace this because it's milky all the way through. As you can see, you can't hardly see it, so it's basically worthless. So we're going to make one that's flat, the same size as this, to do this with. And I wanted to warn you guys that if you ever do this, don't touch any of that right there. This has been in there for so long that it's turned this into milk, and the sun deteriorates the paint. The very second you start trying to wax that or clean it, you're going to make it worse than it was, and you can't replace these numbers. These numbers are in really good shape. The vacuum line is in pretty good shape. All I got to do is just take a little bit of steel wool to this right here and clean it up a little bit and try not to get any down in here. And so we're going to take a piece of clear plastic, and we're going to make us a bezel. So stay tuned. Alright, so now we've got our piece of plastic here, and we're going to check to make sure we got enough space to put one, and I think we got a place right there we can put one, right real close to that. It's got words on it right here. This used to be a welding mask glass. So before we start, now that we know we got a place to put one, or get one out of, now we're going to take and mask it. So we're just going to take and put some masking tape on there. Then we'll just trim this down a little bit so we ain't dealing with a bunch of hangover. Alright, now we're going to mask the back side of it too. And the reason for that is when I go to run it into the bandsaw, I don't want it rubbing across shavings, plastic shavings, and scratching the other side of it. and then we'll trim that down too. Alright, now we need to sharpen us a pencil. And then we're going to set that right there where we had it before. And then we're going to draw that. So now we take this over to the bandsaw and we cut it. And we'll be right back. Alright, so now we've got our piece cut. Now it's as simple as cleaning it up a little bit. So what we're going to do is grab a file, put that on there, and then just kind of trim around it. And I got the wrong file. What we'll do, take this file and go around the edge of it until it looks like it's touching the other one. All we're doing is just smoothing it around the edge. I do this to all my gauges when the bezel gets scratched to the point where it's just not readable. And then I just kind of file around the edge of it there just to chamfer it. Alright, I think we are in good shape. Now we can take this loose. Turn my fan on, man. I'm getting hot in here. I got the AC on. I tell you, this trailer gets hot when the AC's not on. Alright, we have a bezel, the same size. So now, see the difference between that and that? Big difference. So now, let's go get our thing. probably going to need trimmed. Yep. Gonna have to trim it. So we'll be back when the paint is dry and done, and we'll go from there. What we've done, just to recap, we've cleaned this up, we've painted it. Looks pretty nice. Looks just exactly the way it did before, but newer. Same color. Then I made this plate out of some plexiglass I had laying around here, and it's a little dirty, but it's still a whole lot better than the one that was on it. If you remember, the other one was really milky, and I can't put my hand on it here somewhere, or my eye on it to show you, but anyway, you all seen it in the last video. Alright, so now we're going to put this thing together, and we got the plate, then we've got this part, which I've got to take and clean that brass up. Let me clean that up real quick. Alright. I'm just wondering if this thing works too. Well, anyway, that goes in there like that. Then we'll put this on there. Get our straight screwdriver that I can't find. This is actually not going to be a very long one, but there you have it. You can see through it now, and it's ready to sell. So we'll put this on eBay and sell it and hope for the best.